Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 16440 Southwest Woodcrest Avenue here in Tigard. We are located on the right side of the house, right next to the air conditioning unit. Just uphill from it a little ways behind this bush here, you have a 3-inch ABS clean out. And I describe everything as if you're standing in the street facing the front of the house. And I use right-left directions in reference to that. We're going to insert the camera here and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running. We're going to zero out here in just a second when we get heading away from the house. Alright, off we go here. Alright, we're transitioning over here almost immediately to PVC pipe. And it looks like we're going into 4-inch pipe now. Just made a diameter change. I can tell we've got some level of grease and debris buildup in the flow line. Thus far, it doesn't look ultra thick. I like to point that out for education. Right now is a combination of grease with toilet paper or paper products stuck to it. Now, if you're not mindful of it, grease can cause a lot of problems. Especially when you have little ones in the household that are still learning how to fold toilet paper. That grease buildup is often the difference between those balls of toilet paper getting stuck in the line and making it out. And we're just transitioned there over to 6-inch concrete pipe now. Those are just a big bunch of cobwebs there, not roots. And we should be seeing the main lateral connection pretty quick. There she blows, right up ahead there. Alright, there's the main connection, about 70 feet out. We're going to let the line drain out here. We'll take another look at everything as we come back. Line certainly has good flow to the main lateral. It is functioning very nicely in that regard. We'll take another look at everything in case the water's hiding anything underneath it. Alrighty, located the camera head successfully. Line terminates out on Southwest Woodcrest Avenue. And I don't locate every inch of the sewer line unless there's a bunch of repairs that are needed. But if you're standing in the street facing the front of the house, once the line turns away from the house, it runs up right towards the street, pretty much in a straight line. The line crosses the curb right around just to the right of the driveway. You've got some utilities there. I think there's like a Verizon or cable box in the sidewalk. The line looks like it goes right next to that out to the street. That's at least where my locate the main lines up with anyway. all the concrete pipe there drains nicely. Very clean line. Now the water's drained out. There's even less buildup in the flow line, although it always shows itself a little easier in plastic pipe. There's just a very, very slight amount of grease buildup in this thing. My camera scraped most of it loose. There really wasn't a lot of it. But it's just mostly something I want you to be mindful of. It's something a lot of households don't mitigate enough of. There's a lot of homes out there with very thick grease buildup. And at this point in my career, I'm honestly more worried about grease buildup in a lot of cases than I am a lot of structural issues like bellies and offset joints. It's often grease buildup that exacerbates those things into actual problems. Not that this has any of those to begin with, but anyhow, we are just about back to the clean out access. We're going to go ahead and reel the camera on out of the line here. We have good flow all the way to the main. All the ABS, PVC, and concrete portions of the line here, all of them are in good condition, have good flow, and are functioning properly at this time. Very nice looking sewer line, and I will tell you this much right now. This arrangement here, I would have bet you $1,000. I would have done this sewer scope for free. I'm glad I didn't make the bet. After 13 years of doing this, lines like this that come out downhill below street level, below grade, nearly 100% of them will have very significant bellies in them. I mean, it's nearly 100%, especially with this level of it. This line was installed beautifully. It is not an easy thing to install a line like this and have every inch of it graded that nicely. There is nothing about that line I can nitpick grade-wise. Very nicely put in line.